Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay, this is to tell everyone I found the final anime that I'm going to review for the fall, episode by episode, and it's going to be Psycho-Pass. Now, the others, obviously you know, are Pet Girl of Sakura-So, To Love Ru Darkness, and JoJo Bizarre Adventure. Now, the reason why I'm not reviewing Codebreaker is because I didn't review episode 2, and I figured, let me go in a different direction. Psycho-Pass is really good. I'll let everyone know right now. I just watched episode 2, in fact. Episode 2, it's funny, on Funimation's website, you get them real quick, so I was able to watch it on there, and, excuse me, do a review on it. So now I'm going to do that right now. Now, as far as this show goes, the general conception of it is that it's science fiction. The genres are obviously, action, science fiction. Themes are dystopia, which I don't know what that means. I'll have to look that up. Future and police. The opening is really good. I love the opening. The opening is very good. It's very, futuristic kind of thing. We have this confrontation between the male lead and the female lead of the show. Possibly to say something's going to happen further on in the show. And basically, number of episodes, it says, is 22. And episode titles is we have 12. That's what it says on Anime News Network. And the general conception is it happens in the near future where it's possible to instantaneously measure and quantify a person's state of mind and personality. You get this information. This information is actually recorded on something called a Psycho-Pass. And it's basically, they use this pass to measure a person's individual's being. And it circles around an enforcement officer named Shinya Kogami, who is tasked with managing crime in such a world. Now, that's just the summary on Anime News Network. Now, the logistics of what an enforcer is they are basically criminals, latent criminals that could be judged by this organization. I think it's called CID. They're police officers who look at people's psychopaths, and if your psychopath is beyond a certain limit and is cloudy, you will be judged. And there's two options. Rather they're killed or they're paralyzed and they go through treatment. And basically an enforcement officer is somebody who, instead of being judged, they are used to track down other people who are latent criminals. And like I said, latent criminal is somebody who level is beyond on the Psycho-Pass. And they are beyond, they're basically beyond rescuing from their thing. And in the last episode, basically what happened was this new recruit you know, was named AKANE, came in, and she was on a job with the other enforcers, and she basically has the option of paralyzing them if they do something that's inappropriate on the job. And I think there was like about 3 of them. No, actually 4 of them. 4 enforcer officers who are criminals now, and now they're just basically, I guess you can call them dogs, who sniff out other latent criminals. And what happened was, from the last episode that I did not review, was she basically, they took down the criminal, but they found out that the female that was captured by the criminal was also beyond her limit, and they were going to kill her. And AKANE said no, and she said no, and she paralyzed Shinya, and they paralyzed also the girl. So pretty much what she did was a boo-boo. She made a big boo-boo. She shouldn't have done that. And in this episode, this one was called, get the title, The One Who Is Capable of Doing. That's the name of this episode. And I really like this show because of the sci-fi in it. I really dig it. Because in the beginning of the episode, this one, we see Kane's getting ready for work, and she's got this avatar squid thing going around in this AI and she tells her what kind of room she wants, and it just happens. That blew my mind. That really blew my mind for this show. Then while she's taking a shower, the AI is asking her, "Oh, what kind of breakfast do you want?" You know, and saying, "Oh, this is the amount of calories you can intake." And she says, "Oh, this kind of breakfast." And then it does it for her. And kind of weird. She was eating her breakfast in the buff. I found that weird. So she's basically getting ready. She got dressed and she went out, and she has to go to the CID building, you know, where she works, to meet up with somebody who to check on the progress of Shinya. And before that, she meets up with her friends and they have small talk, and she's saying how, you know, like, she doesn't really think this is a job for her. And her friends are saying, I know you're ditz, but come on. It was funny. That whole scene was very funny. So, ends up after that, goes to the building, CID, and she meets up with Shion, I believe her name is Shion Korenomori. Say that 5 times fast. I can't even say that last name. We'll just say Shion. And when she gets in the room, this girl, the one who was on the job the other episode, is there, and she's like smiling at her, and she's like, "Duh." And then she's like not smiling at all to her, just walks away. I was like, that was funny. And then she starts talking to Shion, and she's like, "Oh, you're the one who shot Shibuya. Like, what did he do? Did he touch your butt or something?" It was so funny. Very, kind of an interesting, turn of events when you consider what she did. And she still in a small talk with her, saying, "Oh, hurry, become an officer so you could burn in pools and bars in the CID." And she's like, "How is his condition?" And it's like, "Okay, here he is." So she brought up, he can't walk, he can't talk, but, you know, because you paralyzed him. She shot him in the spinal cord. That blew me away. I heard that. I was like, whoa. But she's saying, "Oh, he'll be fine in a couple of days." And she says all he really needs is rest. She asks her, Sean asks her, Akane, oh, do you want to go see him? And she says, no, I don't want to disturb him. So she leaves to go work. And she's like typing up a report, and she sees the other members, the other enforcers, and so on and so forth. And it was that girl and that other kid. I forgot their names, unfortunately. I apologize. It's my first time reviewing this. Be kind with the comments. And the kid's like, oh, yeah, I know where he is. You're the one who paralyzed him. And the other girl's like, don't want to give her the face. Hits him and says, here. And he gets the tablet. Now, the other guy that shows up is the guy. He's like the, I guess you can call him the Pops of the enforcers. And I think his name is Nobuchika Ginoza? I'm not 100% sure on that, though. So you shouldn't really quote me on that. But he basically shows up. He's like the Pops of the enforcers. And saying, oh, you're still here, you know, and saying how that she's here now and so on and so forth. And then they get a message on a loudspeaker that a person over their limit of a psychopath has been detected and they have to mobilize. So Akane and that guy, they go, and she's like, what? It's like, this girl Akane's, I like her. I like her. I think I prefer her over the one from Codebreaker. I don't know why. There's something about her that just, you know, short hair. So, her and him go out to find this intruder. And what was interesting about this episode was her resolve. Because she found out while she was on patrol with him to find this guy. And they put on these avatars. That was so funny when they put on those avatars. I was laughing my ass off when I saw that. And she's saying that it was kind of uncomfortable to move in. Now, this guy's a pro. Because these enforcers, they're criminals. And they can't leave. They have to stay in SCID building or in their dormitories. So they can't really go anywhere. Kind of sucks. And he could smell where the guy is. He knows where he is, even without scanning him or anything. He's like right over there. And then they make their move. And eventually the guy, they ask to see his pass, and he struggles and he wants to leave. And he grabs him, you know, fight like hand-to-hand combat. Like, holy shit. Pins him down, reads his pass, and then arrests him. Pretty much. And that's when Akane is really doubtful about her abilities. She's very, very skeptical. She's like saying, oh, is this all I'm good for? And so on and so forth. And he says, you didn't do anything. You did something. You were here, and if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be able to. And then she's basically looking at him as the door closes to the police car and says, oh, you're saying all I have to do is be here. That means I'm not doing really anything. And then after that scene, she goes back to the hospital to meet up with Shibuya. And they have a heart-to-heart conversation. And he basically is telling her, it was not your fault. You were in the right. And so on and so forth. And she's crying, and she's very thankful. We see that Shibuya, he's got something on his mind. He has an agenda. He has an agenda to go for when it concerns being an enforcer. And then after that scene, she has a talk with the official officer and the guy who hired her, I guess you could say. And, you know, she's basically sticking to her gun saying, I was in the right, this is where we should, and it's clear because she says that the woman is feeling much better and she's in her level is low. It's not, you know. And also we get a scene with this other guy, the guy who was I know you're the one who... The guy with the orange hair. He basically is telling her very roughly that, you know, that's not a reason to be an inspector. Because she wants to know why she was born. So, overall, I'm going to give this one... This was after the whole incident, but I like the way things are shaping up. I give this a 3.5 out of 5. I want to see more. This is a really interesting show. I love the setup. Science fiction anime. It's fantastic. It's in there. I really enjoy it. I love the intro. The intro is fucking amazing. Love the intro. Just love it to death. So yeah. And that's all I got for you guys. Episode 2. If there's 12, there's 12. It might be more than 12, but we will see. We will see. Sorry this review was long because I had to explain a few things with the show. So yeah. But like the episode, tell me what you guys think, comments below. I really think I like this 2 kind of thing going on. You have AKANE and you have Shibuya. So it's like double main characters. Same thing with Codebreaker in a way, but a little bit better. I like this a little bit better than Codebreaker. Just a little bit. I like the setup. I really enjoy it. So, yeah. This has been Bonkai 22. I will catch you guys later.